Hi,
Hello.
Amritesh. This is regarding your job openings with Sisters. Shall we discuss 5 to 10 minutes uh, for
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, sure.
yeah. Can you please briefly tell about your project experience? What are the projects you have handled in RPA, and what are the challenges you're facing, and what is the current level of
Mm, Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I have worked in Google for past 3 years. I'm automating using Automation Anywhere and Prism. I have worked in SAP automation and uh, different kinds of web applications and Windows applications. Uh, uh, so
Okay. Yeah. Can you tell about your some current project experience? What is the challenges you faced?
Okay. So, in current project, I'm automating one Java application where the application when using Automation Anywhere. So the challenge there is whenever usually the case is if it's a Java application, if you try to object loan or spy the application, you will not be able to spy the elements of that particular application. So the same thing happened for me, so that I have to um find out a different way to automate them other than the Windows spying and these operations. Uh, that is one challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, in my just before that, I was automating an XML operation. Means I have to validate files. I have to take the values from the XML and have to validate based on some pre-given data. So there the challenge here there is data will come in very random format. There is no, because the consumers are supplying those data, so they don't follow any particular pattern. They just write the name as they want. It's that's what I mean. The structure of the input is very the data of the input data is very unstructured. So in that case, we had to do many lots of text analysis and text manipulation in that data to make it to filter the data so that it even if it's not an exact match of the data that we have, still it is matching. And if it is matching with the data, if some percentage it is matching, then they're considering it is a valid file. Otherwise, it's an invalid file. That is one challenge where we had to manipulate the text using during the automation process and validate the text.
Okay. So when we talk about validation part, so you are using the separate configurations, and how control IDs are you are taking up. So think about that. Suppose now you are working with dev environment. Your control ID for Java, or it may be the web application, whatever it is. When you move into production, maybe control ID may change. So even your control IDs as well, it's coming from configuration, or else simply it is inside the object loaning, how it would be.
Control ID means you want to say
Object IDs. It means maybe HTML ID.
password or
No. Maybe HTML ID or your HTML classes, where you are storing on it.
those are actually basically we are not directly placing those each and every object's ID or something in a file. Then the entire application, the entire configuration file will become very huge. So we are assuming that the dev and UAT environment will be exactly same as the production environment, but still let's say there might be some mismatch in there. So we have to carefully choose the parameters that we are going to use to search for that particular element in that application. So let's say the very good parameter, parameter will be the domex path, where the domex path it will be same. And let's say if we can still think that if the position of that element might change to some other place in some other environment, so we can still give some control, let's say based on the class and other stuff that is there in that in that element is associated with the element. Based on that, we can manually create the domex path and put our own criteria there, so that even if there are some changes in that application, it will still validate that search criteria.
Okay. That's right. Okay. Okay. Apart from this, when you talk about, so you're all about your working in Java application. Can you hear about that Java Access Bridge? See, that is whenever we have working with Java, that Java Access Bridge has to be disabled in the application. So when you're moving to other environments, so you are facing any issues with Java Bridge or else?
No,
Anything about that? Okay. Okay. Otherwise, see, if you are working with Java application, extracting fields or take buttons or else, in that case, how you are achieving using automation anywhere? That you are working with Java, one of the tools available in you are enabling
Java,
that?
there is a optional automation anywhere tool. There is a Java plugin. We have to. There is two options. One is Java settings and Java plugin. So first you have to set in the Java settings. We have to set the latest GRE path that is installed in our machine. Then in the plugins we have to install the Java plugin. Then we'll be able to easily spy and capture the elements of the Java application.
Okay. Then probably when you are launching Java applications, it will ask the Java version has expired, update or later. So probably in that case, how bot will handle on that?
We can when we are launching the Java application. So in that case, we can if it is only appearing when during the launch, we can have a check. After we launch the application, we can have a check that if window exists or if that particular element exists. And if that exists, we'll click on whatever actions is required. We'll click on the later, and the application will start. And if that window does not appear, then if object property will not satisfy, after some time it will skip to the application normal process flow.
Okay, it's really nice. Yeah. Okay, thanks, Amitesh. We'll talk about next round with HR. So we'll be calling you later.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.